He's young, outspoken, and not afraid to challenge billionaires. His name is Zohran Mamdani, an immigrant, a socialist, and a new kind of politician reshaping New York's future. But who is this man really? Where did he come from? How did a boy born in Africa end up shaking American politics? This is the story of Zohran Mamdani, the immigrant who brought revolution to New York. Zohran Kwame Mamdani was born in Kampala, Uganda in 1991. His parents, Mahmood Mamdani, a political scientist, Mira Nair, a filmmaker, were part of a South Asian Muslim community that had lived in East Africa for generations. His family history is one of movement, struggle, and resilience. During Uganda's turbulent political years, families like his faced exile and uncertainty, experiences that would deeply shape Zohran's sense of justice. He later moved to New York City, growing up in Queens, and attended Bowdoin College. His multicultural upbringing, Indian by roots, African by birth, and American by choice, gave him a rare global perspective. He's also of mixed religious heritage, his father from a Muslim background, his mother from a Hindu one, something he often says helped him understand pluralism and empathy better than any classroom ever could. But here's something most people don't know. Before entering politics, Zohran Mamdani was a rapper. Under the stage name Mr. Cardamom, he performed music that blended English, Swahili, and Luganda, rapping about social issues in Uganda. His music videos featured ordinary Ugandans, highlighting poverty, community, and hope. This wasn't just art, it was activism in rhythm. Even back then, he was using his voice to talk about inequality. Only the microphone has changed, not the message. In 2020, at just 29 years old, Mamdani ran for the New York State Assembly from District 36, Astoria, Queens. He didn't come from privilege or power, but he came with purpose. Backed by the Democratic Socialists of America, he challenged the political establishment and won. His campaign didn't rely on expensive ads. It relied on young volunteers, social media, and grassroots energy. He turned politics into something new, creative, youth-driven, and community-powered. In a time when people had lost faith in politics, Mamdani made it feel human again. Zohran Mamdani believes that no one should be homeless in the richest city on earth. He's pushed for affordable housing, taxing the rich, climate justice, and criminal justice reform. He once said, "We cannot have billionaires and homeless people living in the same city and call that justice." His ideas, like raising taxes on luxury real estate and ending corporate tax loopholes, have earned him both fans and critics. Supporters call him the people's politician. Critics call him a dreamer without experience. But one thing is certain, he's not afraid to question the system. Of course, his rise hasn't been easy. Some say he's too idealistic, that he lacks the experience to govern effectively. He's also faced online hate and threats for his socialist stance and immigrant background. Yet, despite the attacks, he keeps showing up, knocking on doors, organizing protests, and speaking out for people who rarely get heard. Whether you agree with him or not, you can't ignore him. Outside the public eye, he's partnered with Rama Duwaji, an artist and animator who has worked with major publications and exhibits. She has been a creative presence in his life and campaign. The couple met in recent years and have publicly supported each other's creative and civic work. In interviews, he says his biggest inspiration isn't power, it's people. People who fight, survive, and hope, just like his own family once did. From Uganda to New York, from a rapper to a reformer, Zohran Mamdani's story isn't just about politics, it's about possibility. Whether you see him as a visionary or a radical, one thing's clear. He represents a new generation of leaders who aren't afraid to imagine a fairer America. And that in itself is revolutionary. This is Zohran Mamdani, the immigrant changing New York politics.